Alright guys, we've got a treat today here in the sawmill. We're going to be sawing up this sassafras. And this thing is just ridiculous. I can't believe it's this big. When the guy called me a few months ago about this log, he was telling me about it being in his neighbor's yard. He was going to have it sawed up and hopefully kiln dried. And I didn't think it was going to be this big when he told me about it. It kind of surprised me when he pulled up on his boat trailer here at the first of the week and I saw how big it was. You know, sassafras is common here in northeast Tennessee. There's a lot of it around here, but I've never seen one this big. This is just ridiculous. I cannot believe how big this is. And there's probably ones out there bigger than this, I'm sure. And a lot of you guys may have seen those, but I've not. So for me, this is very unique. This is a really uncommon size for sassafras. I usually don't do stuff like this here at the mill. People call me all the time, want me to saw their logs up for them. I usually send them to a buddy of mine who does portable work. But any chance I get to saw up something different, I jump all over it. Because not only is it going to be unique, but also makes you a better sawyer because you're going to be cutting into something totally different you never had any experience with. Bring the camera in now, we'll go over these measurements and I'll show you guys my strategy to get the best yield out of this log. Hoping for some amazing slabs out of this thing. We'll be sawing it at 9/4 just like we do the walnut. So right now we're looking at the operator end of the log. I know what you're thinking, it's way too big for the mass of the LT35, and you're correct. But the way I'm going to turn this, once I trim it, and we should be able to get some good slabs out of it and not lose too much wood. The diameter right here going straight across is 27 inches. But this is the way I'm going to be cutting from. Once I turn it, we'll be coming and slabbing this way. So we're okay, we're in good shape right there because that's the largest measurement, which will yield the most number of slabs, hopefully. Now this other diameter is going to be the width. And we're at 23.5 inches. So the max width of the LT35 is right at 25 inches. So we should be in good shape right here on this end, being that that's the width of the slabs and not this way. So we should be in good shape right there. So not only is this log unique in its size and its species, but my goodness, it's got a crotch in it as well. I mean, it's got the best of everything you could want out of a log here at my mill. So I don't know what crotch wood's going to look like in sassafras, but we're going to find out here in a few minutes. Now this timber is 8.5 feet long. Usually you would have taper from the butt cut to the other end, but since there's a crotch up here, it's actually going to get bigger. And right here at the crotch, at the tallest point, is 29 inches from the bed of the sawmill. 29 inches. We got to take off a few inches on both sides of this crotch so we can get through the mass of the mill. So what I'm going to try to do here is make these slabs symmetrical. You don't want a slab where you got 4 inches off up here and none on this side. You know, when your tabletop slabs aren't going to look good. I like to have the same amount of wood on each side that branches off the crotch. So that's what we'll do here first. We'll take 2.5 inches off the top. We'll rotate it, do the same thing on the bottom. And then we'll have an equal amount of wood on both sides of this crotch figure. If there's crotch figure. If there's no crotch figure, then it's not really going to matter as much. But there should be some nice crotch figure hiding right in here, so we'll see what happens. So let's get to sawing, guys, and see how this goes.